Hey, it's Ben from Chomp. Welcome back. Now we are going to actually open up a cacao pod and see what the seeds look like on the inside. I'm even going to try some, explain to you what it tastes like. If you haven't watched the other video where I explain more about the origins of cacao, where it comes from, and some facts, go watch that first, then come back here and watch me open this. Now I'm going to try to open it with this big knife around the edge here, all the way around the pod, and then break it open, and then there should be like a string of seeds that come out. So this is really cool, really exciting. If you're expecting it to look like chocolate on the inside, it's not going to. It looks completely different, which just even makes the transformation from tree to bean to bar for our chocolate even more special and kind of amazing. It's really, really, really cool experience. So I'm excited to do it. Let's go for it. That's pretty tough. You kind of gotta, oh, there it goes. I almost broke it. You don't want to cut all the way through it because then you'll cut the beans out, but let's see. I think I did a pretty good job. All right. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Look at that. It just came right out. So you can see the inside right there. It's pretty crazy. Now, is that what you expected your chocolate to look like on the tree? It's not very, aesthetically pleasing, let's say that. And these larvae kind of things right here, that's what will become your cocoa beans, which is kind of crazy. Right now it kind of looks like a gooey monster. But don't let it fool you. These actually are tasty right out of the gate. You can open up your cacao pod and enjoy the seeds. Now the outside pulp right here, they do kind of look like larvae, so it's kind of interesting. The outside pulp here is very slimy, but that's actually the best tasting part. That's gonna taste like, to me it tastes many times like mango, tropical fruit. Pretty incredible. If you look inside, try to hold it like that. Very slimy. Ugh. Yeah. So anyway, not the best thing to hold as far as texture goes, but the outside pulp, very sugary, tropical fruit, which also help later when you dry them to make cocoa beans, because you need sugar for the fermentation. But right now, let's take one off. It's like slippery, slipping out of my hands. There. Now I'm just gonna put the whole thing in my mouth and kind of, for lack of better terms, just suck the pulp right off. So here we go. It's really funny because I'm always hesitant to do it because of the texture, but then once you put it in your mouth, it's just an immediate shot of like fruit, sugar type of taste. Really, really good. Now, sorry, I know you're watching me eat, but it's part of the experience. So I'm gonna bite through it now, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the inside after I bite through it. Okay, so the two layers to this are the pulp on the inside, and then see the purpley seed. The pulp on the outside, the purpley seed on the inside. Let me finish chewing. So that purpley seed will become our cocoa bean, but it has to dry and ferment and go through a process. Right now, it's very, very earthy, very bitter, super bitter, kind of like a beet, only not as sweet. But the outside pulp gives it a nice sugar on the outside. So the dichotomy of the two, flavor profiles is pretty intense. Got the sweet, sugary pulp on the outside, and then the bittery, earthy bean on the inside. And right now, it's kind of like the consistency, a little bit softer than an almond, so it's actually really easy to bite through. It's not gonna hurt you, it's good for you. It's just not gonna taste anything like a cocoa nib or a cocoa bean at all, or even way far away from chocolate. But really cool. Maybe we'll do an experiment here. Try to ferment our own beans sometime. But it's really amazing. That's what the inside looks like. Now this one looks like there's probably about 30 seeds inside. Maybe even more. This one's kind of loaded. And this is a really good color. The white film color. Very, very fresh, still good. Made the journey from Ecuador. So that's what's inside your cacao fruit. Now there's a lot more that goes into making chocolate. So this is the first step, is showing you what actually chocolate starts as, which is a tropical fruit of the gods. Next videos ahead, we'll cover taking this fruit and making it into a delicious chocolate bar, which I don't have in front of me. But at Chomp, we get this process is not something we do here, of course. So when we get our beans, they're sent to us after they're dried and fermented. So we'll cover that next. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Really, really cool. Cacao is an amazing, amazing food, and I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.